What's stopping you from growing online as a business? And what really actually makes you take the back seat when you're trying to build something really, really big in the industry? Whether you're an entrepreneur, coach, or trainer, this video is for you because I'm going to be sharing with you 7 really lethal challenges that you could be going through or you could be experiencing because of which your business is not growing online. Hi, I'm Dia Asrani and welcome to my YouTube channel. And as you see, I'm a personal branding coach and I love to help entrepreneurs, coaches, and trainers really build their brands online. I've actually been really passionate about this ever since I realized that I could break my own fear of getting online. I've been an offline trainer coach myself, and I thought, okay, the potential has always been really vast when you are offline doing things. But I never really experienced anything online until I actually gave it a shot and started sharing a lot of content online. So I'm going to be helping you with understanding the 7 common challenges that a lot of entrepreneurs, coaches, and trainers face that actually stops them from growing their business online. Do you want to know that? Let's hop in. Number 1, okay? Number 1 is fear of being judged. Now, let me tell you one thing, and this is an honest thing that I want to tell you. People will talk. Anybody who sees you, doesn't see you, sees your business, doesn't see your business, sees your brand building, doesn't see your brand building, anybody and everybody is going to talk, okay? Good or bad. You cannot let that stop yourself from building your business online. Now, when you focus on something like people saying, that certain things are done not in the right way, or you're not doing it in a certain way, you're not focusing on certain things, you have to understand that you have to trust yourself first. You're doing this not because somebody forced you to get online and be a part of it. You're doing this because you're passionate about it. So you have to see how it means a lot to you to build your brand and your business online. Makes sense? I'm sure it does. Think about it. Don't look at people judging you as a big thing, a big hurdle that stops you from building your business online. And let me tell you one more thing, okay? You're not going to be able to stop people from saying anything. Haters are going to hate, but you're going to have a lot of people who love you for what you do, for what the content that you're sharing, and focus on those people who you are helping out. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about number of people that's coming in the next few points. But number 2 is lack of strategy. Okay, now a lot of people say that, oh, I will just go online and just figure it out. Because it's either an emergency, it's like rather it's urgent that you need to get online because you've been offline all this while. So yeah, let me just get online and see what happens. You are making the biggest mistake. Okay, don't think that way. That's a challenge that a lot of entrepreneurs, coaches, and trainers face because they do not have a strategy that is tried and tested that will take them on the online and help them build their businesses better. Now, when it comes to actually scaling up, okay, your strategy has to be something that has been done by other people as well, something that is tried and tested, something that has worked for other people. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to get the same results only if you work in that particular momentum, or if you really give it a shot and you really want to create something new. Then you will probably see results. Okay, results are never typical when it comes to any service or product that you buy or you invest in. Okay, but when it comes to actually your whole idea of building a strategy around your business, you have to think about what really works for you, and you have to think about a strategy that has already been done and that has seen results in its own sense. Okay, so don't just come out with something and say, oh, I'm just going to see. Oh, I read somebody's content on Instagram saying that, oh, the first thing is you have to set your mindset. Let's go and, research on mindset and do something about it. You have to learn from people who have done it and been there already. That's the fact if you really want to grow your business online. Number 3 is focusing on the number of followers. Now, is that really important, or is your bank account more important? Okay, obviously your bank account growing is more important than the people, the followers. The growing of followers is more important, right? Now, you might say that, okay, to influence people, I need a lot of people to follow me. People don't need to follow you to get influenced. I'll give you one very honest fact about YouTube, okay? A lot of people will look at a video, but they don't consciously subscribe to the person. They might be following those videos left, right, and center, but they will not subscribe to the channel because it's not a human tendency sometimes. Now, there are people who, very consciously go and click on the subscribe button, right? But there are also times where people will see that, okay, there is so much of value. I will focus on the content, the value. I will like the video probably, but he doesn't have that whole habit of following that person. So do not rely on that. Even when it comes to Instagram or Facebook or anything, do not rely on vanity influence. Okay, gone are those days where you have to go buy followers and get the numbers. Okay, a lot of people don't really look at the quality. They don't focus on the quality of their content and what they're putting out there, and they focus on the followers, the number of people. And this is what I don't like about many entrepreneurs, coaches, and trainers, is that they go and put it on their profile saying 50,000 subscribers, 40,000 followers. I just don't believe that at all. Okay, and I'm being very honest, because it is not about that. It is about how many people have you helped, how many people have you impacted, right? So that is the thing. So even if you have helped like 100 people, it's a huge thing. If you have helped like 4,000 people, 5,000 people, it's a huge thing. 5,000 people, 5,000 clients, that's amazing, right? So focus on those numbers. Don't focus on the vanity influence. Don't fall for that trap that you need these many followers to really this thing. Yes, of course, when you have there are certain settings in certain in all these platforms where they tell you that you have to have a certain number to get that setting or whatever. That's a different thing. Okay, that's a different goal altogether. But for your business to grow, you have to focus on the quality of content and how many people are actually getting into your entire services or product or whatever you're offering. Okay, so that is what you need to focus on. So don't avoid this challenge completely. Then number 4 is fear of failure. Very common, right? We all have this fear of failure. But let me tell you one thing, even the best of the best people in the industry have a fear of failure till today, even though they've been very successful. Okay, so they'll always think that, oh, what if this doesn't work? But it's okay, I will give it a shot. Every business fails. Okay, big or small, every business fails. Something did not work out. Some strategy did not turn out to be the right way. But that doesn't mean that was the wrong strategy or the wrong move that they made. It was just a move to tell you that, look, this is what has led you to learn this. So now you need to take the next step differently and think of something else. Okay, don't beat yourself down to say, oh, I've spent so much and I've failed. Don't. Every single investment, whether it's learning, whether it is coaching, whether it is reading a book, whether it's getting into a course, whether it is talking to somebody, whether it is joining someone in a collaboration, they are all learnings. Okay, you might fail, you might win, but whatever it is, they are experiences that you can narrate to people later on as stories. Okay, so look at it from that perspective when it comes to fearing of failure. Now, a lot of people who start, when they're starting to get online to grow their business, they feel that, oh, they'll fail because they have been seeing success offline, which I completely understand. Okay, I was doing that too. And I did feel that, I was a little apprehensive that, okay, if I have to get online, what if I don't get the same results as I was getting offline? But when you get online, you're starting something new. It's like, it's like your business is born again, right? Your brand is born again, but you have to work with it, work with the strategies, work with people who have already been there and figure out your way out and build something that's successful. Why not, right? So you have to give yourself that chance. Don't let that challenge of fear of failure come down and bring you down in terms of your business growth. Number 5, procrastination. Common word. Most of the entrepreneurs, coaches, and trainers face this challenge. Okay, they say that, oh, now if I have to do something, if I have to learn something, if I have to learn a certain skill or a certain strategy, oh, then it's going to take really long. So they think because they want to be perfect at it. So they end up procrastinating and realizing that they've spent too much of time just sitting and thinking what's happening and not doing anything about it. Okay, so that is quite lethal in terms of a challenge, because when you're growing your business, procrastination has no place and it should not have any place. Okay, so when you are building your business online, procrastination would actually stop that whole growth process that's happening for you. Okay, because you would have wasted that time just thinking of things that are not relevant. Things like, how many followers should I have? How many people are liking my post? Or did she subscribe to my channel? Oh my god, I just got somebody unfollowing me. Don't let those bother you. Okay, please don't let those bother you. Number 6 is not willing to learn new skills. Okay, now here's the thing. I always tell this to everybody in my community as well as on all my videos. You have to continuously learn. Okay, now if you're not willing to learn a skill, now if you say, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't think I will go online, which I've heard a lot of women especially talking like this, and I don't understand why. But when you say that, you know that you're not tech savvy. That means you have to do something about it. That means you have to learn a skill. That doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it and you cannot do it and you will never do it. If you want to build your business and grow your business online, you have to be okay to be uncomfortable and learn a skill that you thought you did not know. You think I knew digital when I started? I was absolutely blank. I was as less tech savvy as a person who has never seen internet in his life. Okay, so yeah, so I was at that point when I first started out. But when you want to make things work, you just don't care about that. You just go and build a skill and you start learning how to work with this and you become tech savvy, right? So you have to do things to make things work. People are not going to give you things on a platter like that and tell you, look, I've got this, just do it, right? When you just do it as well, there'll be a certain point where you'll say, okay, I need to learn this as well. I have to learn this skill as well, right? In school, education doesn't teach you all these things. You have to come out of school and college and university, and then you will understand that how these things work. I'm sure you know that by now. But that's the thing about learning a new skill. It doesn't stop just at getting a certificate in a certain topic or a subject. It is about improvising. It is about going places and doing something that is much more than what you learned in class. And finally, number 7 is no content presence. Guys, I mean, come on, if you do not have any content presence or story or anything to share with people online, who's going to even look at your business? There are so many people online who are doing the same things. There are so many people who are in the same industries. There are so many people changing a few things every day. Why do you follow content online? Have you seen yourself following content online? Have you seen yourself following other people who are influencers in their own sense? It's because they are sharing content, and that's what you need to do. And if you don't have a content presence where you don't have a certain set of videos, you don't have a certain set of your pictures or quotes or stories or anything, if you don't have all that, then where is your business going to grow? It's just going to go deep down into the last few profiles that people could possibly follow, and you wouldn't want that. Yeah, so these 7 challenges can break your business online. Okay, so get rid of them right away and work on them. If you really can work on certain things like content presence, or you can work on certain things like changing your mindset about learning a new skill, automatically you're going to see results in no time. Okay, and let me tell you one thing, the game of online is always going to be long. Okay, it's always going to be long. It's going to be like an upside down Jenga, mix of Monopoly, mix of chess, mix of all these different games, and you're going to figure out your strategy on the way. Okay, I'm not scaring you, but you have to look at the truth behind it. It's not rosy as people see it. Like, okay, wow, she's so successful, or he's doing so well. They have all worked really hard to get to where they are today. Okay, and I'm sure you can do it too. So I'm going to be ending this video with a little bit of what I do. So I have my masterclass, which is it's a WhatsApp masterclass wherein you hop in and you learn more about how to build and launch yourself online the right way. Okay, so I talk a lot about content storytelling. So I really want you to know how we can build a presence around what you're planning to offer online. Whether you come from any industry, be it the coaching and training industry, or something on the design industry, or the technical aspect, or the machinery, or wherever, whatever industry that you come from, you can work with content storytelling to build your presence online. Okay, and I do that in my masterclass. It's called the Star Masterclass. All you have to do is you just have to join the class in the link below. There's a link in the description. And if you really liked these videos, if you really like videos on personal branding and the reality of entrepreneurship, and also understanding things like leadership and building your presence online, then please do subscribe to this amazing channel right here, wherein I keep sharing value on the same. I'm sure you want free content on this, wouldn't you? And I'm sure that you're going to bust all those challenges that I just spoke about. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and I will look forward to watching you interact with my videos in the coming days. Bye-bye.